Today is day 16 of missing Nancy Guthrie, and today is such an important day. I don't know if we're fully going to get the answers yet, but there was a black glove that was found approximately 2 miles from Nancy's home. FBI has confirmed that that black glove is similar to the one that masked individual was wearing inside Nancy's entry of her home when they released those photos and videos last week. The FBI has also confirmed the DNA in this glove has been identified as not being related to anybody in the family because remember, they already have taken DNA from the family. Also, last week, there was the DoorDash driver that was pulled over. There was a male individual in a Sprinter van. A mother and a son in a residence was questioned, and also the male at Culver's, where his Range Rover was towed. As of right now, the DNA in this black glove appears to be independent of any of those individuals, which means there is a very large possibility that this DNA belongs to the suspect. But here's one thing we have to remember is there is no way you will convince me that the individual that was masked in Nancy's entry was doing this alone. I believe there are other individuals involved. So the question then remains, will that DNA lead back to the individual in the entry, or is it going to be somebody else that is helping and colluding in the kidnapping of Nancy? Now, this DNA was sent to Pima County's lab in Florida. That information is then provided to the FBI. The FBI, as of Saturday, said they were going to run it through CODIS. That takes approximately 24 hours. And remember, if there's not a match in CODIS, then they can start a different process of using genealogy to try and identify who this DNA belongs to. What this does mean is that we may not necessarily get the answers today because we don't know if that individual is listed in CODIS. I have a feeling that they are going to be. I don't know why. Maybe it's a presumption. An individual who is going to go and kidnap an 84-year-old woman out of her home and potentially harm her is not somebody that I would think that this is their first time doing this type of a crime. They usually start lower levels and then they build up. However, we don't really know what's going on yet. Once that information is able to be released, it will be released. We're hoping it's today for the family's sake. Nonetheless, we will be patient because we understand that there is a procedure to the process of trying to identify this individual. Most importantly is that we want it handled properly because we don't want any mistakes. We need to find out who did this. We need to find out where Nancy is and hopefully bring her home.